The broadcast is live. Yay!
Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is Trish with the Purple Yarnivore. And for those that are watching on replay, I want to welcome you and feel free to leave a comment to let me know that you're watching on replay. And also, if you want to answer the questions that we asked today. And so, let's see, we have Angela here and Crystal. Hi, y'all. How are y'all today? And what is everyone currently working on? And let's see, Angela says she's still working on her stitch marker holder. Awesome. I'm still rotating between my temperature blanket, which I got that caught back up now, and my Bag O' Day poncho, the hooded one. That's what I'm going to be working on today, the poncho, and my knitted shawl with the cables. So what are you currently working on, Trish?
Everything. I just got done writing a pattern and I have it out to some testers. And oh my gosh, I got a pile of whips I gotta go through. I knit a little bit, okay? So I can do like the Ross hat, and I'm doing a bunch of those for charity. And I am about to finish like just a simple granny stitch shawl. And I started on a virus shawl. So
Ooh, those are pretty.
they are really pretty. I'm using a 4-weight yarn for that, so I'm likely gonna have to block it. But yeah, I got those going. I got several Ross hats going. So and then like I took vacation from work, so I'm doing a lot of purging in my apartment. I saw this like really excellent video about, oh God, some Swedish death purge or something about like getting rid of a lot of stuff that like you collect and you pile up because maybe someday I'll use it, or I need multiple of this in case something breaks or gets lost, or or I have this sentimental value, but it just sits here and in my storage area and I don't use it. And just like it was a video about really getting real with yourself, and getting real with your personal belongings and just decluttering your life. So I've been doing that today. And right now my living room is very cluttered from decluttering because I've got a bunch of stuff that's going to like Goodwill and stuff that's going to my offsite storage unit. So yeah, it's been a really fun week. And then I've been doing a little bit of traveling around Iowa, which I'll be posting videos for once I get them edited and organized. So yeah, it's been a busy week.
Yes, I so need to go through stuff in my home, get rid of things we don't need. Because it's like our house is little and it's like it's too cluttered right now. Way too cluttered.
Yeah,
And that's
it's amazing how much it like improves your mental health, because it's all the clutter and everything. It just kind of sits in the back of your mind and it just kind of festers and you're not always aware of it. So it's good. Like I'm feeling like so much better just knowing that I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't use or don't need because of someday, or something like that. So yeah, it's been fun.
Let's see, we have Angela here, Kathleen, Julie, and Trisha. How are y'all all doing and what's everyone working on? And Crystal saying she don't have any projects going on, which that shocks me because Crystal usually has like different whips going on. Because Crystal gets her projects done quickly. She really does. I'm slow.
Kudos to you, Crystal, for having nothing, because I have so many whips. I'm always going to have something, you know?
So, Trish, you want to go ahead and tell everyone about yourself and your channel and anything you want to talk about?
Sure, sure. Well, first off, I am in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I started my channel. Actually, September will be my 1 year anniversary. I started my channel as a channel making stitch markers and teaching people how to make stitch markers, but I'm just such a crochet and yarny freak, and I knew that you can only teach so much with stitch markers. So I kind of expanded my channel into, like yarn hauls and like kind of vloggy type stuff. But I would post in groups some of my original patterns and things that I make, and people were very interested in them and would ask me, do you have a pattern for that? Do you have a pattern for that? And I'm like, well, I guess now I'm moving on to some tutorials, and I haven't been able to do tutorials for a while actually, but just because I haven't had the space because of all the clutter, like I explained. So I will be getting back to that, but then it just kind of expanded to tutorials, and now I do pretty much everything, FOs, whips, hauls, yarn chatter, and tutorials. I have an Etsy shop where I sell stitch markers, and sometimes I'll dye some yarn and throw it on there too. And let's see what else. I think that's about it. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey having a YouTube channel, and I've always gotten really positive feedback. And I just hit my 600 subs, so
Congratulations.
I'm on the moon.
Congratulations, and congratulations on hitting 1 year.
Thank you.
And let's see. Julie is saying that she is crocheting a pair of bod socks. Ooh, nice. One day I'm gonna crochet some socks. I've knitted my first pair of socks now, so.
Oh gosh, I think it's really talented when anyone can knit a pair of socks. I watch, gosh, what's her name?
Was it Gina from Knitting Turnpike? I know she recently did her first pair.
Like, I'm picturing her face in my head, but I'm trying to remember the name of her channel. But she does these shorty socks. And her name's Denise.
I don't think.
Earth Tones Girl. Earth Tones Girl.
Oh.
And
I don't think I've watched her.
Oh God, I love her. She's awesome. And she makes knitting socks seem so easy, but right now I just have so many projects. I want to knit socks. I want to learn how to knit socks. But I just have so many projects going right now that I'm like, well, I'll just dwindle my projects pile. I'll get some of these whips out of the way, and then I'll start on socks. And I've honestly been saying that for like 2 or 3 months now.
But really, socks are not as hard as they look.
That's what I hear.
The hardest part of is the heel, and it's really not that hard. And Crystal from Crystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, she just did her first pair.
Oh, I did go out. I have the intentions. I have like so many knitting needles. I tried to start a pair on double pointed needles. And they're like the metal ones. So I'm trying to like have the coordination to manage, 4 double pointed needles, and they're slippery because they're metal. So one of my double pointed needles fell out, and I'm like, oh my God.
I tried at first on the double pointed needles, getting it started. It was not happening for me. I did mine with the 9-inch circular. Now I did use double pointed on the heel part, but I also broke. Is that me squealing? Hold on a second. No, that's not it. I don't have my headphones around. Oh, hold up, I found them. Let me plug this in, see if this helps.
I have some.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Oh, it's still doing it. Okay, is that better? Okay, hopefully it's not squeal. I'm hearing the feedback in the headphones. Are y'all hearing the feedback that bad, or?
I'm not hearing any feedback, honestly.
Okay, let me know in the chat if y'all getting feedback, because I'm hearing feedback on my end. Hopefully no one else is getting it. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, I had started mine on the 9-inch because I could not get the double pointed and started. Okay, Crystal's thinking it's your speakers, Trish.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just on my phone right now, so. And I can kind of hear you. I was kind of looking back because I thought I had a pair of earbuds close to me, but I'm not seeing them. So.
Yeah, because the earbuds do help, and also if you have any windows open other than StreamYard, you might want to close those tabs out.
I don't have like my window, like I'm sitting by my window, but they're not open.
No, I'm talking about your tabs on your computer.
Oh. Oh.
Because sometimes that causes streaming issues.
Okay, that might. All right. Now I'm the only. This is the only thing open right now. Oh, maybe that's better.
It seems like it's better so far. Let's see if it stays. Well, I just heard a little bit there. Okay, hopefully it won't be too bad. But like when it came to the double pointed needles with socks, I do not recommend getting the bamboo because I broke 2 of my bamboo soft needles on the heel part.
I always, when I do, like when I knit hats, I always use metal ones because I don't like, I have some wood ones. I want to say maybe clover. I have some bamboo circular needles, but I just didn't like the drag on them. There's like just a little bit of drag, and I'm like constantly pushing my loops up the needle. So I've always, like when I knit hats and stuff, I've always used the metal ones. So when I was ready to try knitting socks, I got metal ones, and they you have to be really careful and keep your stitches really tight on them, otherwise they just slip right out. And I am very beginner, so if any of my needles were to slip out or I dropped a stitch, I wouldn't know what to do. I would just panic.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Like some mistakes I can fix with knitting, but like whenever I'm doing like a bunch of knit twos togethers and yarn overs and like cables, that that's where some I can't always fix my mistakes. which that happened to me recently that I'll be talking about on my Knitting Friday video that
I've
I'm late with.
I've heard of doing a lifeline. I mean, I'm assuming that is where like every so many rows you slip like a long piece of yarn in there to hold those
Yeah.
stitches. So if you have to frog it back, you're not going to completely unravel like a domino set falling apart. But um I mean that's kind of the impression that I get from it. I've um I'm not really sure. There's like so many different type methods that you can use to that you can sorry, I just got a notification from Walmart for my pickup order.
I got one of those too.
So like there's so many different like I know about the 9-inch circulars, I know about double pointed needles, and then there's like the magic loop, I think, and you use like these like was it like 32-inch circulars or something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why do you use such a long cord? You know, you're making socks.
It's the way that because on the toe decreases, I did the magic loop with the 32-inch. It's because you kind of like the way you got to have the stitches and moving them around. Okay. Crystal's saying to try turning your volume down, Trish. I turned mine down, which that didn't seem to help. But let's see if it maybe helps if
I'm
you
just
do
afraid if I do that, I won't hear anything. Okay, I turned it down like 2 buttons, but if you see me going, probably so I can hear you.
And let's see, Kaylina's here and Karen. Hi, how are y'all today? And what are y'all currently working on? I'm going to try real quick to go out and come back in and see if that helps with the echoing. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, I see my DP. My
Okay, I'm back. Okay, Crystal saying no more feedback. Okay, so hopefully it stays that way. Good.
Okay.
But let's see. Did I miss anything? Okay. Oh, Karen's saying that she's working on a knitted scarf. Ooh, nice. But but yeah, when it comes to knitting though, it's like yeah, with socks there's so many different methods that you can use. And I'm hearing the echoing again.
Oh goodness. I'm afraid I'm like kind of sitting on my day bed / sofa, and I'm afraid if I move my camera's gonna fall over.
I'm gonna try to remove you and put you back in and see if that works.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if that helps. It's still echoing. And like the thing that would probably help would probably be rebooting, but I don't want to do that in the middle of a live since we've already started.
I know I'd probably be like, how do I get back?
Let's see, Mel's here. Hi, Mel. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And
Hello, Mel.
Bree's here too. Hi, Bree. How are you doing? But one thing though that I want to share with y'all, like y'all know that I haven't been feeling the greatest off and on, and like I've been going to the doctor and stuff. Well, I finally got probably some answers to some of the issues I'm having. One thing they found out was my vitamin D level was really low. So they have me now on vitamin D supplements to try to bring my level back up to normal. And like and it's funny, you wouldn't think that that's that big of a deal, but if you read the symptoms of low vitamin D, it really does affect a lot. And then I found out that I am now diabetic.
Oh,
I'm not exactly happy about. Um, Years ago, I had I had gotten where I was pre-diabetic, but I had changed my diet and lost a lot of weight, and it went back to being normal. And it's like, and I'm kind of shocked that it was actually diabetic. I mean, I could have seen like pre-diabetic, but it was like a little over 200, my blood sugar and all. But the good thing is that if I do what I need to do, which I'm trying to get back on track with eating right and all, there is a chance that I can get things back to, get it back down. So hopefully I can do that. But they put me on
yeah.
um,
Diabetes a lot of times can just be managed with diet and exercise, like diabetes really runs in my family, type 2. So I have to be careful too. During the pandemic, my weight exploded, and I've just been very worried because sometimes if I go too long without eating, I just get like my insides just vibrate. Like I feel like if I don't eat, I'm just gonna just completely faint, and when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had gestational diabetes, and it went away right after I had her. So like I'm really just walking the edge there, and I'm really worried. My sister and I decided we were going to try the keto diet, and I'm kind of not very good at it right now. I'm really a carb lover. I love my carbs. I love comfort foods. But I'm just making some little changes along the way, so I'm not just going into complete shock. Um, but yeah, I'm worried about getting diabetes myself, and so I'm just trying to prevent it. Um, but yeah, it's always been a struggle in my family. The women in my family at some point in their age, in their life, they get the adult onset. So far I feel like I'm the last one to not have it. But it's a big change. Like when I was pregnant, it was so hard to get used to all the foods that I could and could not have, and the portion sizes of those foods, and eating several meals a day. And it was just very overwhelming. And of course, when you're pregnant, you're just like so emotional anyway. And I just had so many meltdowns when I was pregnant, trying to eat right. And they had me on this medication, and it was the only one that I could take when I was pregnant. It starts with a G, gly, glibuse something. I don't know, but it would make me like so sick to my stomach and just feeling really just not good. But they're like, you gotta take it anyway, because it's the only one you can take when you're pregnant. And I'm like, oh God, it makes me so ill. And I don't know what it was. Glyburide, maybe, I think. Glyburide.
yeah, they had me on metamorphin.
Metformin.
Yeah, I think that's it. It starts with an M. and
Metformin is pretty common.
like I know, like the side effects can be harsh. And like they warned me about especially the first week being on it. which like yesterday my stomach was kind of a little topsy-turvy.
Mm.
But it's like, I don't know, today I seem to be okay, so hopefully.
Maybe it's just an adjustment period.
And then on top of that, my cholesterol was also high. They said my triglycerides were really high.
Mm.
I'm like, and I don't know, maybe my doctor hadn't tested my cholesterol in previous blood work, but I know for sure, like about 6 years ago when it was tested, it was fine. So it's like, I don't, but I know I got off track with my eating, like after COVID started.
I think a lot of people did.
And it was like, and before that, I mean, I would exercise regularly. I would watch what I ate. I tried, I would journal what I was eating. And it was like between that and then I was starting to like feel bad off and on. And it was like that just started getting me off track. And but I gotta get myself back on track. Big time.
It's hard. It can be hard. It's a challenging adjustment without a doubt, But I think it's not even really a diet. It's just like an eating lifestyle, Because I think when people label something as a diet, it kind of stresses them out. It makes them feel like they're missing out on something, or they're depriving themselves. And of course, in some ways it's kind of human nature to want what you can't have. So that kind of, I think gives us some anxiety and makes us feel resistant to diet. So I don't really like to call it like a diet, just like a lifestyle, because I could have almost anything when I had the gestational diabetes. It's just a matter of how much, and
That's the big thing. Because
counting those carbs.
you can eat whatever you want, like, while you're losing weight. It's all about the portion control.
Yeah, yeah. And counting the carbs, it's like, okay, I can have like 3 bites of chocolate cake, or I could have, a plate full of watermelon. Which one's going to satisfy me more? And it's just I always chose the one that gave me the biggest portion because I was always hungry.
But yeah, I still have to get myself on track. And on my Walmart pickup order for today, I got my healthy foods again. So,
It does. It makes you feel good. Like when you're like with the keto, it's kind of like reduced carbs, high protein. So like last night I had, eggs with spinach and a little bit of salmon and some, what is it, like zucchini spaghetti all mixed in, and I added some onion powder and some salt and pepper and some Parmesan cheese and uh pretty much no carbs, but it was really filling and it was like so good. And I'm like, yeah, I can feel the health benefits right now, I feel full, but I feel healthy.
but that's
So,
like I tell Frank all the time. I'm like, I feel like since COVID happened, I've fallen apart.
yeah, COVID has just made everything a struggle for people, like as far as socializing. A lot of people have just, I'm an introvert. So going through the pandemic and being on lockdown or whatever, it wasn't like a big change for me. But I know people there's extroverts out there who are just so used to going out and socializing and everything, and it was such a struggle. It was so hard for them. And well, I'm not an extrovert, and I don't know how that feels, like I can sympathize with that, because I think I just kind of flip it around, and it's like, well, how would I feel as an introvert being thrown into social situations like all day, every day? And I'm like, oh, like I just couldn't do it. So it probably drives them crazy not socializing the same way it would drive me crazy having constant socialization. So, a lot of people have gone through depression and have faced challenges that they weren't used to. And when you can't like really go out and be active and do a lot of things, you're just sitting at home, and then you're like just kind of feeding, because you're either bored, so you're eating, or you're depressed, so you're eating, and yeah, so it's been a lot of struggle, just mentally, emotionally, physically, for a lot of people. Oh, by the way, hi Bree. I see your little message up there, but I talk too much, so.
But I need to also start doing my journaling on my Fitness Pal again. Journaling what I'm eating.
Yeah, because then you can like look back and be like, okay, so I see where I need to improve in this area and that area. And I'm not like an exercise person. Like, I doubt you'll ever catch me like jogging or doing crunches or any kind of organized exercise routine. um but I still try and get exercise. Like, we went to this place in Cedar Rapids called the Bruce Moore Mansion, and it's like 3 floors, and we're going up and down all these flights of stairs and walking around the whole place and checking out all the gardens on the property, and it's huge. And then I'm like, okay, I got exercise today. No one give me beef, okay? I moved.
Whenever I was exercising, I like doing the Angie Fitness videos on YouTube.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
She does all sorts of different things. And like my preference is step aerobics. I love step aerobics.
Mm.
And that's one thing funny. Believe it or not, at one time, I was working on getting certified to teach aerobics at the Y.
Aerobics, jumping up and down. I just can't. If it has any sort of routine or organization to it, I'm very like, no. But if it's like natural, like, walking around the mansion, or visiting a botanical garden and walking around looking at everything, and doing it for hours, like something that's like exercise, but I'm not conscious that it's exercise, something like that, then I'm like, okay, we can do it. um Sometime within the next few days, we plan on going to a place here in Iowa called Makokata Caves. And there's like a lot of steps to get up to these caves. And I know I'm going to be looking up going, I'm going to die. I'm just going to die. But at the same time, there's just so much nature, and it's just like such kind of a natural exercise that, sure, I have to take some steps up, but I'm going to be walking around in these amazing caves, and so it doesn't feel like exercise. But some people don't mind the routine of, they like like you said, you like the step aerobics, or some people like the, the one where it's like exercise, but you're dancing,
Zumba.
and, huh?
I think it's Zumba.
Yeah, maybe it's Zumba and things like that. So, and to each his own, but as long as you're moving around and you're burning calories and stuff. Have I gone off on a tangent? I feel like I've kind of digressed and just, I mean, I'm an introvert, but I can be very social. But I can be social for a specific period of time, and then I'm like, I'm exhausted. I need to go to my room. Everyone, just leave me alone. So, if I talk too much, just be like, Trish.
I'm going to try to catch up with some of the comments. I'm getting behind on them.
Sure, go ahead. I'm going to actually try and reach for my headphones. I hope they're the ones that work, but.
Let's see. Mel says, I'm doing great working on my blanket. Still, I feel like it's never ending crochet. It's because I get little time to work on it. I know the feeling, Mel. That's how I felt whenever I was doing my ocean blanket. It felt like that blanket would never get finished. Yeah, Bree, so how is your purple hair coming along? And Bree says she has type 2 diabetes. She controls it with diet and oral meds. And Karen says carbs are her weakness. Sweets are my weakness. And Frank just said ice cream. And Bree saying how all of us are low on vitamin D. It is so true. Because everyone with the pandemic is staying inside a lot. Even like Frank, his vitamin D is low, but not as bad as mine. They just said his was a little low. Mine's like really low.
Where do I plug these in at?
Let's see.
Okay, maybe these aren't.
She's pre-diabetic. Yeah. Like I said, I gotta get back started eating right again. I've done it before, so I mean I know I can do it. It's just the initial part, the getting back on track. So after about 2 weeks, I should be okay. And Dana's here. Hey, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Crystal says Mama took it 9 months and side effects never went away. So she had her doctor take her off it. Yeah, hopefully I don't have issues with the side effects. Like I said, so far it hasn't been too bad. Yesterday my stomach was a little upset. But like I took it this morning and so far I haven't had issues today. Bree says all them biscuits. Yeah, let's blame it on Frank. He went ha ha in the background. And Dana saying, I hope y'all are enjoying y'all Saturday. Today is pack day for my daughter. Tomorrow we hit the road and send her off. Lots of crying boogers. Well, I hope y'all have a good day. And y'all be safe whenever y'all send her off. And Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. How are you today? And let's see.
Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I put my headphones in and I'm like, are those the ones that were the bad ones? Or are those the ones I was keeping?
Bree says, tell her she can't have something, it makes her want it more. There is truth behind that. Because I don't like when people are, oh, you're on a diet, you can't have this. It's like, no. First off, I'm not on a diet. I'm trying to make healthy choices. And secondly, you technically can have anything as long as you watch your portion control. But I mean, some choices aren't the smartest, like eating a candy bar versus like say like a Laura boar. The Laura boar is going to be healthier for you, or I don't know, or like a fruit, like an apple would be a smarter choice. But let's see, Kathleen has to go. Bye, Kathleen. I hope you have a good day. Let's see. Oops, I scrolled too much. Amanda says she didn't get out much before COVID, so it didn't change much for her.
Right?
Yeah, we need our sunlight. Make a hole in your roof. That way the sun can shine in on you.
Right?
But then the rain and all will come too. And let's see. Bree says she's allergic to exercise. And Kaylina says yes to the Gordon. I'm so there every day. Oh, Jody's here. Hi, Jody. How are you today? And Mary's here too. Hi, Mary. How are you? So Bree says that she just washed it, so she has to wait a couple of days so it will take the dye. So she'll have her purple hair very soon.
Let me tell you, I am so excited for the purple hair because, like, well, first off, like, in case no one's figured it out, purple's my favorite color. So I actually used a hair color. I don't think it really shows up on camera too much, but the color was amethyst, which is like a shade of purple. And like outside in the sun, you can really see it, but indoors you can't see it too much. But I have naturally like a medium brown colored hair. So if I really wanted to go true purple, like I would have to like bleach my hair and then do purple. But really I want rainbow hair because I just love colors anyway. So I've seen YouTube videos on all this rainbow hair, Brad Mondo and everything, and I'm like, oh my God, that hair is just so freaking amazing. Like I want that hair so bad, but I don't have $200 or $300 sitting around in my bank to make that happen professionally. And then, to maintain it, oh my gosh. It's very high maintenance, but it's gorgeous. I love purple though. I want to see Brie with purple hair.
And with like I like my hair when it's auburn, but like you said, it's hard to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
And then my roots look funny because I'm naturally a blonde, so you'll see light roots with darker hair.
Well, shoot, now I'm getting gray, so I don't I have very light roots coming in now. It's gray. I prefer to call it silver, because then it seems more, I don't know, less old, I guess. um but yeah, my hair color is starting to wash out now. It's like it washes out over time. It's supposed to be permanent, but I could see that it kind of washes out. Like my hair doesn't have to grow out the color. It just kind of, yeah, washes out over time. So I don't know. I think I'm due for a touch up.
And like whenever I color my hair, like I get those that are partial to the blonde. But then like a lot of people will tell me though that like whenever I do my hair other colors, that it gives me more color. That I don't
Oh,
look
to
as
like your
pale.
skin and stuff?
I don't look as pale. Let's see. We have Teresa here and also Laura Lice here. How are y'all doing today? And Mary is working on a sweater for the bottle on. And Bree says portion control a 2 liter of Mountain Dew rather than a 3 liter.
Do they even still make 3 liters?
I don't know. I haven't drank soda in like 7 years.
I was a Pepsi freak. Like Pepsi is my favorite. Okay, so you Coke lovers, don't give me a hard time. Okay, I'm a Pepsi girl, and I've actually gotten down to like maybe 120-ounce Pepsi a week. So I feel like I'm doing real, but I still drink like a ton of coffee.
But like I was a Cokeaholic. I drank so much soda when I used to drink soda.
Oh
But yeah, I
God.
haven't had that in like 7 years. But like one thing that I do, I don't let myself have it at all. Because in the
Oh,
past, like I would give soda up for maybe about a year, and then I would let myself drink it again, and even though it would taste really horrible, it's made you want to drink it again, and then right just like that you're back hooked to it.
mm.
So it's a lot easier that to just not go there, and that
Yeah,
seems
just
to
to
be
cut it
working
out
for me.
altogether.
Because like I said, even that one horrible sip will reel you back in. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
and the closest I got to where I started, like in a sense, kind of with sodas. You know how they have the flavored carbonated waters?
Mm.
For a while, I did drink those, but I didn't like how they made me feel because I felt that same thing like soda does. It makes you want to just keep drinking it. So I started feeling like that with them. So I'm like, nope, gotta go. And Kaylina says yes, but sometimes I just need that chocolate cake.
Oh my gosh, that sounds yummy right now. Like sweets, like visually, I'm like, oh my God, that looks so good. I want some. But then I take a couple bites and I'm like, oh my God, this is too sweet. I can't do anymore, you know?
And that's one thing. A lot of like how like we crave foods and like overeating and stuff. It's all in how your brain. A lot of it's how your brain is wired.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like some people can see a commercial for like a Sunday and it don't phase them. But other people like me, if I see that Sunday, I'm drooling over it and I want it.
Mm.
And so there is a lot of stuff where the brain affects you
Oh
when it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
to.
The
I
brain
did
is
a
a
lot of
very powerful thing, you know?
I did a lot of reading on that subject.
The psychology of eating, you know?
There was this book I read. I can't remember the name of it, but I mean it was really fascinating with how the foods that you eat really does affect you, like your brain. And
Mm.
if I can figure out what that book is called, I'll let y'all know in a future video.
That would be awesome. Like I always love combining psychology with everything, you know.
And let's see. Laura Lisa, same here. I get out about the same as I did before COVID. Oh yeah, I do not like that word. And usually I really try to avoid talking about COVID because I just find it's a Debbie Downer. And Trisha says just the word diet makes me hungry, but I do like exercise. It makes me feel better. It
Yeah, it gives
does.
you that endorphins. It like makes your endorphins pop. Hi, Trisha.
Let's see. Oh, and Tracy's here. Hi, and Teensy. Hi, y'all. How are y'all doing today? And Teensy won a giveaway today. She won Tracy Nicole's redraw. And it's funny how y'all came in at the same time. Y'all comments are back to back. But yeah, congratulations, Teensy. And let's see. Tracy says that she was so addicted to Dr. Pepper, but she stopped drinking soda about 6 years ago.
Wow, kudos.
Yeah, and really you feel a lot better with soda out of your life. Laura Lee says, I have had one Pepsi every night for 40 years. But
Wow.
But really that's not that bad because, you're not going overboard with it, where you're not drinking a bunch of soda a day. Let's see. Teensy says, gotta have a Coca lot a day to go with my blue streaked hair. Mel's addicted to Coca-Cola. Teresa says, I drink lots of Diet Coke. I'm addicted but happy. Teensy says they changed taste. Yeah, I remember the new Coke. The new Coke was horrible. But yeah, even what they have, even though it's supposed to be the original formula for Coke, they changed it. They've gradually changed it over the years. Mel says, I think every woman loves chocolate.
I've actually known some people who do not like chocolate, and I'm like, we can't be friends. I'm sorry.
So Tiffany wants to know what we call soft drinks, no matter the kind. Usually soda. Now there are times that I'll just call any soft drink a Coke. How about you?
I just did that. Posted a video about the what do you call it? Video question thing. So I grew up in different parts of the United States. I've lived in Georgia and Virginia, Arizona, Ohio, here in Iowa. So like some places I called it pop, and some places I called it soda, and then I just kind of combined it, and I used to call it soda pop. But now like if I go to the store and I get a soda, I say soda. I'm gonna run and go get a soda real quick. So I think I've settled on soda.
And let's see, Mimi. I always want to call Mimi because of her YouTube channel name. But Kat's here. Hi, Kat. How are you doing today? And let's see. Yeah, Crystal's telling her about Teensy about winning the giveaway. Yeah, I had actually emailed Teensy to let her know when I saw it. Laura Lee says she does foods in moderation because they can't make up their mind what is good and what is bad. And that is true too.
Yeah. That's a good middle of the road, response to the food confusion.
It's kind of like eggs. They used to always say eggs were bad for you.
Yeah.
Like especially the yolks. But now they're starting to have a difference of opinion. And because it was always thought that they raised your cholesterol, but there's some level where they're finding that that's not true anymore, but there's still some people that it does seem to affect them.
Yeah, and they might have some pre-existing conditions too, like maybe high cholesterol runs in their family, so they have to, I think it's like individual. And when they give medical advice, I think it should be individualized and not generalized.
And it was funny, like Frank, for breakfast, he eats like 5 eggs a day for breakfast. And sometimes he'll eat eggs for like lunch or supper. And it's like his cholesterol is fine.
Yeah. So for some people, the cholesterol in eggs is not bad for them.
I don't do eggs and I have high cholesterol.
When I was pregnant, I craved eggs. I wanted eggs like all the time.
And Bree saying chocolate is the reason men are still walking the earth.
Right?
And TC says it's the answer is Coke. Every soft drink in the South is called "Do you want a Coke?" Even if it's Pepsi.
Uh,
Okay. Morley says they say tomatoes cause arthritis. I haven't heard that.
I love tomatoes.
Now I have heard that cinnamon helps lower blood sugar. And I'm actually caught up in the chat. Yay! Mel saying tomatoes have a lot of acid in them. Yeah, they do. Like Frank can't handle tomato-based products.
I love them, but like since I've gained weight, I've had nothing but stomach issues. Like I get indigestion so bad that I have to take like 4 ibuprofen. Like it just gives me the worst chest pains and my stomach, the acid reflux and everything. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Because I know it's because of my weight gain. Because when I was slender, I didn't have all these stomach issues and these joint aches and pains and everything like I do now. I feel like some days I come home from work and I'm like, I can't even walk right now. I am so sore. If I sit down, I'm not going to be able to get back up. And just like, yeah, just the indigestion and the heartburn and everything. Like it just came on since I gained my weight. So I'm like, got to do that healthier eating. I need to lose that weight because if I don't, like, I'm probably going to lose my stomach, just it's every single day. I don't get any break from it.
But there's some announcements I want to let everybody know about. On August 15th, which is a Sunday, at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, the five Yarnaholics will be going live again. And we're going to be on Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Ladies channel. That's where the live's going to be. And we had to make some recent changes to the five Yarnaholics. Because initially it was me, Crystal, Cindy with crochet and pups. No, I'm sorry, pups and crochet. And Lisa with coping with yarn, and Heather with I can't think of her channel's name. I can't think of Heather's channel's name. But anyway, Heather has too much going on in her life right now, so she said she's not going to be able to continue doing it. So we now have a new Yarnaholic, which is Stephanie with Life in Stitches. So she's now going to be our fifth Yarnaholic. So I hope y'all will come join us on the 15th. And also tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, Leanne with Crocheting with Leanne will be interviewing me. So y'all go check out that interview. And also, if y'all don't already know, I have my 700 subscriber giveaway up, and I'm offering a $20 gift card to the winner. And if you're international, it'll be an Amazon gift card. But those in the United States can pick which craft store they want. So yeah. And if you have a channel, I would really appreciate it if y'all could mention my giveaway on y'all channels to help get the word out. And let's see. that's pretty much the announcements that I wanted to make. Let's see. Quincy's saying bacon, they say causes cancer. Nope, still eating it on my BLT. See, I haven't heard that one. But I know at one point, like they would say, like coconut oil is supposed to be good for you, but then they say it's not. So it's like they always go back and forth. Mel says, I have bad acid reflux. I can't eat a lot of things. I take meds for it and take my chances with the Cokes too because I'm not supposed to drink carbonated drinks. Yeah, Crystal says take one Prilosec a day for 14 days and you'll be able to eat anything tomato based. And usually Frank will take, I don't know the name of the medicine, but usually if we have tomato based, something tomato based, he'll take it to help with the heartburn and all. Let's see, Chris is here. Hi, Chris. How are you doing today? Teensy's saying, wait till your young one's age. If you think you're 20 till... oh, is when you think you're 20, still you move or look in a mirror and wonder who the heck is that old woman.
I said that about my hair because for the longest time, I think like once every month or two, I used to color my hair just kind of like a medium to dark brown. And then the pandemic hit and I stopped coloring my hair for months and months. And I was like, oh my God. Like I couldn't believe how much gray hair I had because I never saw it. I was always dyeing my hair. And then I stopped dyeing my hair. And sure enough, oh my God, there it was. I looked in the mirror. Thought, oh my Lord, I'm old. I'm old. I'm old. Or at least I look old. And I have to start coloring my hair again. I am not, I feel too young inside to have this on the outside.
Yeah, because and somewhere was in my head, I still think of myself like I'm like in my 20s. And it's like, oh no, I'm 46.
Do you look in the mirror and you're like, like me, I'm 46 years old, so like I look in the mirror and I'm like, do I look 46 years old? Like I kind of don't think I do, but I don't know. And then you see someone who's your age and you're like, do I look like them? It's like, and I don't know. I think it's kind of normal to think that way, but it's like, do I look the same as them? Do I have as many wrinkles on my face as they do? Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, yeah, like a little bit here, maybe, but not like on the sides yet. It's like, okay, I have some lines on my forehead, but wait, I just saw that 20-year-old. They raised their eyebrows and they got lines too, but like I don't know, like you're just constantly sitting there thinking about your face and your age and like, do I really look 46? Someone tell me if I look like I'm 46.
I'm like Frank's like shocked that I don't have any gray hair. But I'm like, I'll probably get white hair instead of gray.
I think it's always awesome when people get like the really kind of snow white hair instead of the salt and pepper. Like the women in my family, we get the salt and pepper, we don't get that gorgeous, glistening, white hair that looks like a head full of, cotton and snowballs.
Sorry, y'all. Okay, it's the busy hooker. Heather's channel is the busy hooker. But for some reason, it was like I could not think of the name of her channel. It was just like, I know it. I think Trisha had to go. Bye, Trisha. I hope you have a good day. Let's see. TT says she's chatty today. Yeah, I have my chatty days. It's like some days it's just like I'm more quiet, And then like other days, I get real chatty.
I feel like I'm too chatty today.
Let's see. Tiffany's here. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing? And let's see. Yes, if y'all haven't already done so, please give this live a thumbs up. And don't accidentally hit the thumbs down. Thumbs down bad. Yeah, Crystal saying when her hair grows out, she has lots of gray, and she's only 35. And Mel says, "You look good for that age. You look younger to me." I'm not sure who she's referring to on that.
No, let's just say both of us.
And Tiffany's saying I don't look 46, so maybe I think Tiffany's saying for me on the 46. But yeah,
in December I'm going to be 47.
A lot of people don't think I'm as old as what I am. And even when I was younger, I experienced that. Now, I remember one time buying alcohol at Walmart, and the guy's like, "I'm going to have to ask for your ID." Like, you can tell he did not think I was of age. And I'm like, "Will you believe?" Like, I think at that time, I was like turning 20, fixing to turn 29 or 30. And I'm like, "Would you believe that I'm fixing to turn that age?" And he's just looking at me like, "No." And I'm like, "Here you go." And he's just like, "What?"
I never get carded for anything. Well, I mean, I don't really drink. So I don't buy alcohol, so I haven't had to worry about being carded, but I a lot of times, if you look under 40, they'll still card you. And I still think that's a compliment because I'm going to be 47 in December. So, like, to me, that's only 3 years away from 50. I might as well be 50. I mean, I don't think there's a big difference between 47 and 50. So,
But but it's funny though how, and I know whenever I was in the Navy, like there was one guy that was like, he thought I was probably like a family member of somebody in the military. And he's like, "There's no way you're in the Navy." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm whatever age I was at the time." And I was like, "Okay."
when I was younger, everyone guessed me as being older, and now that I'm older, I don't know. I just don't talk about age. Not so much.
TC saying, "I ask my kids all the time, do I look like that or that old? Because I'm old. My hair is all silver because I was a blonde 100 years ago." Or another funny thing is, like, when you talk to people like online or like through YouTube, you get this picture in your head what you think they look like. And then when you actually see what they look like, they never seem to look like how you imagine.
Right.
TC says, "I asked my kid." Okay, I just read that one. Oops. Trisha, you feel, "Oh, no way, you look 46. Now I'm 62 and look 75. My hair is turning back to white. Wrinkles, you mean these Grand Canyon looking creases all over my face, kind of like a prune. Oh, you're beautiful, Bree."
It's funny nowadays. You got these dye kits for like young people, and it actually makes their hair look like a white or silver color. And so the young people, when I first saw it, I'm like, why is that 23-year-old girl trying to, have old woman hair? Like, why? She's I don't get it. Like, they have this they have the dye kits that make young people's hair look, white or silver, and I'm I'm like, are you in a big hurry? Because when you get there, you're not going to like it so much.
Or like, I don't know if y'all watched the Young and the Restless, but like one of the characters, Michael Baldwin, like evidently he must have been coloring his hair for quite a while. And I was actually shocked to find out how old he was. Like, I mean, he's a lot older than he looks. I don't remember his age though. But but all of a sudden, not that long ago, he comes on with like all like, gray hair. And it was just like like a shock. And it's like, I don't know, I have a hard time when they color their hair and then they stop, and it's like next time you see them, it's like all gray or white. And it's like, no, you didn't give us time to adjust.
Right?
And like Bob Barker from The Price is Right was one that did that too. It's like one day he was a brunette, the next time you saw him, white hair.
It's very odd, It's very weird. Like, I'll probably go like 10 years without seeing a celebrity, and then I see him now. I'm like, whoa. Well, you are such and such an age. You have been around since these many years. Well, I guess you're entitled. So you still look better than me. So like whatever.
Jody say, I'm 65 with very little gray hair. I have been accused of coloring my hair, but I haven't colored my hair in 25 years.
Wow.
Sometimes it just happens that way.
I think that's really cool too.
Laura Lee says her favorite concept is, how the heck did I get this old? Bree says, remember the blue-haired old ladies coming out of the beauty shops?
I always wondered, was that intentional? Did they actually intentionally get that blue in their hair, or was that just like something primitive in the hair coloring those days where it just automatically turned blue? I don't know.
TC saying, I try not to let people see me. I've never understood why people say they are younger. I go with older, then say, oh, you look so good for 184. And TC saying, now she does blue streaks on her cowlicks. Can't do the whole rinse. So I guess we're gonna ask our first question. We're an hour and 12 minutes in and haven't even asked a single question. But that's how it goes sometimes. So the first question is, and it's one that's gonna make me cry thinking of, what is your favorite Sonic slushie? Mine is the strawberry lemonade, which I won't be able to have. How about
Slushy?
You? Yeah, the Sonic slushies.
Sonic? I don't think we have a Sonic here.
Oh,
I don't think so.
What about like a snow cone or a snowball? You have a certain.
Yeah, I love blue raspberry.
Yeah, for snowballs, I always like the wedding cake ones.
But ooh, that sounds good.
But the good thing about snowballs, they do have the sugar-free flavor. So I can still technically get one that's safe to eat or drink, I mean. Teensy saying it was the rinse they put on their white hair and it turned blue. And yes, it was intentional. A lady in our small community went fluorescent purple. She really stood out.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Laura Lee says, go with the flow. I've only been to Sonic twice. But no, I love like the lemonades, even like the regular lemonade. Slushy is really good there. I know I need to start making my own little slushies with my
Oh
sugar-free
yeah, you
drink
can
mix.
buy those machines at like Walmart and stuff to make your own snow cones and stuff.
Well, usually what I'll do is I'll put like water, some ice, and a sugar-free drink mix in the blender and blend it up, and that's good.
Oh, I never thought of that.
And Jody says yes, they love the blue hair. It was a color rinse that washed out when they shampooed. Teensy says I haven't eaten out or anything in over this whole time, but when I did, it was cherry vanilla Coke. And Jody says I don't go to Sonic, but I like cherry slushy.
Cherry's good too.
So I have another question for y'all, which this one isn't one that I'm gonna have an answer for, but like I'm curious y'all answers. Hold on a minute. Crystal is saying Powerade slush from Sonic. So so I'm curious, what is a question that y'all would like to ask Frank, uh, also known as the Biscuit now? So do any of y'all have any questions y'all would like to ask him? You have one, Trish?
I do not.
Yeah, he now has a new series called Ask the Biscuit Anything. I've been doing it on my Knitting Friday videos. So like when people submit questions, I have him answer them, and like I'll say like who the question's from. Let's see. Oh, Crystal wants to know what his favorite slush is. Let's see, let me write some of these down before I forget them. What is favorite slush? Okay. And Laura Lee wants to know what are his hobbies. That's a good one, Mel. She wants to know if he will sponsor for Walmart. In that what do you call it video, he kept answering Walmart for like half the questions. Let's see, sponsor Walmart. Yeah, because I'm probably gonna film my Knitting Friday video after I finish the live because I didn't do it yesterday. Teensy wants to know if he crochets, which that was actually asked last week, and he doesn't crochet or knit. And Mary wants to know how he got his nickname, which that was also asked last week. And it basically was me and him were joking around. And I don't know, I think like we started talking about bread, and then he was like, I am the biscuit. And we both just started busting out laughing. And I thought it was cute, so I'm like, haha, you're the biscuit now. Bree wants to know what's his favorite way to eat a biscuit. Let me write that down. I'm going to have a lot of questions. Where does clothes work? I might divide some of these up too over more videos. I'm wondering the same thing. Do you have noise on in the background or?
My daughter's on her tablet, but I didn't know if anyone. Could you turn your tablet down a little, baby? Okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
I was starting to wonder. It's like I figured it was probably something in the background.
Maybe the noise is gone now.
Okay. So were y'all able to hear what we were saying, or I don't know how much it interfered. But yeah, let's see. So let me go ahead and ask another. Okay, it's much better now. Let me go ahead and ask one more question, and then it'll probably be time to wrap up.
Okay.
What would you be if you had to wear one Halloween costume every day for the rest of your life? And I think y'all can guess what I'm gonna say. An alien. I want to be green.
Hmm. I think I would be a unicorn.
An alien riding a unicorn.
There you go. A Pegasus unicorn, so I can fly.
With an alien on top.
That's right. A Pegasus unicorn giving an alien a lift to Walmart.
Laura Lee saying a pioneer. Yeah. Yeah. I actually had an alien question for y'all on the list, but that'll probably be on the next live I do. Y'all know I had to talk about aliens somewhere. TT says Glinda the Good Witch. Yeah. One year I dressed up as Raggedy Ann, and like at Halloween, I'll put the pictures of it in my intro at the beginning of my videos. Vanessa's here. Hi, Vanessa. How are you doing today? We're fixing to wrap things up shortly. We got about 8 more minutes, probably. But the last question I asked Vanessa was, what would you be if you had to wear one Halloween costume every day for the rest of your life? Crystal says the 11th Doctor's main outfit from Doctor Who. Vanessa says she's tired. Aw, I hope you get some energy soon. Get you all hyper, hyper, hyper. Teensy Teens, thanks for the blast. Thanks for the blast. Had fun and letting me chat a lot. Oh, awesome. And Teensy's loving Doctor Who. But yeah, also, um, for next week, I still need a guest star for my live videos for Monday and Wednesday. So if anyone is interested in going live with me next week that hasn't gone live with me yet, let me know that. So I'm trying to rotate and get different content creators, and then eventually I'll start rotating, back the ones I've already had on.
I haven't seen Doctor Who since I was a kid, like the original Doctor Who. I know nothing about the newer one.
I haven't watched Doctor Who. Vanessa says every day for the rest of my life as a queen.
Oh, there you go.
Queen Vanessa. Yeah, Crystal loves Doctor Who. But yeah, and also, if anyone's interested in being a moderator on my lives, let me know that too, because I could always use more moderators. that way, hopefully, I get to the point where I don't have to worry if I have a moderator or not. That I know someone's always here that moderates. Oh yeah. If y'all haven't already joined my Facebook group, I'd love to have y'all. Nightbot drops the link periodically, but my group is called Just Another Stitch, so it should be easy to find on Facebook. And like I said, I'm laid back. You can post crochet, knitting, yarn stuff, your pets, your meow meows and ruff ruffs. And also, like if you're a content creator and you want to post, like your channel link or you have a giveaway going on, you can post about your channel in my group. And also, y'all know I like seeing y'all finish project pictures. So if anyone finished any projects lately, send me those pictures so I can put them in my videos, and also your pet pictures. I love seeing y'all pets. No, you don't have to have a channel to be a moderator, Mary. But I'd have to add you while I'm live though. So if you want to be a moderator, let me know so I can add you before the live ends. So do you have anything you'd like to say, Trisha, before we say our goodbyes?
Yes, just thank you so much for having me on. It's been really fun. And subscribe to my channel and check out my Etsy shop. I have some written patterns in there and lots of stitch markers. And I think that's about it. I really had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me, Connie. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome, and thank you for coming live with me. Okay, I see. Mary, hold not Mary. Vanessa is wanting to know how to become a content creator. For the most part, okay, you already have a channel, and I'm trying to remember all the steps to doing. um, if you go to like your profile thing on YouTube, you should have a spot where it says your channel, and that's like where your channel would be. But like if you want to start uploading videos, you would go to YouTube Studio and upload from there to upload videos onto YouTube. My advice would be to watch some videos on YouTube on things to know about having a YouTube channel, like things that they recommend that you do, things that they recommend that you don't do. So I hope I'm explaining well enough. It's like stuff like that. It's easier to show somebody than to actually like just say, be like, go here, go here. It's like I have to be like doing it and stuff. Okay. All right. Let me know if you do, Mary. And Laura Lee saying it's neat putting a face with your patterns, Trish. And everyone likes is enjoying meeting you. No, you don't have to create a new channel, but like if you started a channel as it is, it would show your name, like Vanessa Russell. So if you wanted like a yarny name, you might want to start a new channel. And I don't know if you can I don't know if you can change your name on YouTube. I've never done it.
I think you can. I think you can.
So you might be able to do that. There may be a way to change what you call yourself on YouTube without having to start a new channel.
Yeah, I think as long as you have a YouTube account and that you can that you can have a channel. Like, I don't think you don't like, I've had YouTube for a long time, but when I was ready to upload a video, I just clicked on upload, and my video was out there. So, I mean, as long as you have a YouTube account, you have a channel. If if you decide to upload videos to it.
And Mel's saying you can change the name of your channel, but you can't change the email name. So you still have to use the same email. But yeah, but if you do start a channel, let me know and I'll give you a shout out. And that goes for anybody. If y'all start a new channel, let me know. Y'all know I love my shout out videos. And let's see. Crystal, can you drop Trish's channel link again? But her channel is called The Purple Yarnivore. But yeah, and actually speaking of that, if anyone needs a shout out on my Shout Out Thursday video, or y'all know of some channels or discover some new channels, let me know, like send me an email or comment on one of my videos to let me know. So I need to start working on that list for this coming week. Okay, yes. This is Trisha's channel link. So make sure y'all go check her out and throw lots of yarn in her window.
I'm gonna have a giveaway soon for hitting 600 and for reaching my channelversary.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, if y'all don't already know, I do have a giveaway up right now. My 700 subscriber giveaway. It's gonna last for a month. And if you have a YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate it if you would mention it on one of your videos. Help get the word out. And maybe help get me closer to 1,000 subscribers. Because that's one thing. I don't know what's been going on lately with YouTube, because I'll see that I get new subscribers, and I'll even see like some of the new ones, commenting where you can tell they're watching your content, and it's like I'll go up and it's like I'll go back down, and it's like, I don't know. It just seems like lately it seems like it's taking every new subscriber away. So I don't know. YouTube don't like me.
I think a lot of YouTubers have been having some issues with YouTube lately, so I don't know. Maybe they're just working out kinks or something.
I've heard others telling me that they're experiencing this too. So I don't know. But one thing though, if you do subscribe to new channels, make sure you watch about a minute of their content and comment on a video, because that kind of ensures more that YouTube's more likely to count you as a subscriber to their channels. Where if you just subscribe, I think they tend to take that subscriber away. I don't know. YouTube's so glitchy.
It's been weird lately.
And like the comments, it's like you don't get the notifications for a lot of the comments. You have to go into YouTube Studio. Then you get some comments that just vanish. It's like, poof, we're gone. And I notice sometimes too, like I'll go and check, and where how you have that folder you gotta approve posts. Like for some reason they get put in that folder. And and I'll check it and nothing is there. And then all of a sudden I'll come across like these old posts. Like I know on my smartphone I've noticed that don't show on my other devices. And it's weird. So, like, if you ever comment on one of my videos and I don't reply back, or at least give you a heart, that's why. Because I never saw your comment. Because I
Yeah,
always,
it's been really weird. Like I've had people cannot comment on my videos and then the comment gets deleted and I'm like, did they do that or did YouTube do that? Like, and it seems
well,
like such a positive comment too, and I'm like, I want to read the rest of it, but where'd it go?
now one thing I have noticed with that, but this isn't always the case. If you say anything like, "Oh, let's help each other out," or or something like, "If you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours," YouTube does not like that.
Hmm.
Like, I've noticed anytime someone makes a comment along those lines, YouTube, it won't let you access that comment. It's like they delete it.
Weird. Like actually, Crystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, she had commented on one of my videos once, and then it was removed, and I'm like, did she do that or like? It looked like a really like it was going to be a good comment, but it was removed. So if you've never removed any of your comments from any of my videos, Crystal, then I'm going to blame YouTube because I didn't get to. I think I read about half of it and then it was gone.
Or when YouTube unsubscribes you from a channel you never unsubscribed from. That's
Yeah,
another.
that's just bizarre.
I don't know. It's YouTube.
I wonder if it's like hackers, like, oh my gosh, there's been so many hackers going into like banks and everything else, and YouTube is just this huge, huge, thing. So like, I don't know. Maybe there's hackers secretly getting into YouTube and messing with people's channels. That's my poor paranoid idea that I just thought I'd throw out there.
Mel is asking if Cynthia did movie night this week.
No, no. I got an email from someone, and then Bree actually did a video saying that they weren't doing movie night this week. I think that Cynthia is a little under the weather, so I was really surprised, but I was sure to text her and let her know that I was worried about her, and I hope she feels okay. So there was not movie night this week.
Oh, and I don't know if y'all have heard about this. And I was in shock whenever I found this out. Did y'all know that Melanie with Hooked from the Left, her husband passed away?
Oh.
And it was like whenever I read it on her Facebook page, it was like I had to reread it. So I'm like, am I reading this right? But it's
That's so
like,
sad.
it
Like I don't
is.
know her channel or anything, but like it's just like sad to lose a loved one. That's really sad. I saw God, was it
She's such a sweetheart.
there's another YouTuber out there. God, I don't know why I can't think of the channel name right now, but she lost her daughter
Oh,
and she does tutorials in Spanish and English and she does knitting and crochet. It's like I was watching her video and I'm like, oh God, I'm sobbing like right now. Like I can't, because it's like she lost her daughter and I have a daughter and I'm like, I'm just like,
it's
oh God, if
horrible.
anything happened to my daughter, I would just like lose it. So
But yeah, I don't know if anyone has heard from Melanie since. Um, I left a comment on her post about it, telling her she was in my prayers and all. And I do want to pick up a cord from the store and mail her a cord. But yeah, it's sad. And then on top of that, one of my good friends, And she actually, she shows up at some of my lives. I found out her husband passed away. And like, I knew he was sick because he had pancreatic cancer. And 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 before that, the last I had talked to her, she said that it was more progressed than what they had thought. But I mean, I still thought like he probably had a few months. And it was like, I texted her a few days ago asking what she was up to. And she was like, I'm planning my husband's funeral. And I'm just like,
Oh.
I'm like, this is too much hearing about people's husbands passing away. So yeah, sorry to be gloomy.
No, it's okay. There has been a lot, lately that are not
Hmm.
pandemic related, and it's like, wow, where's all this coming from,
I mean, it's just sad. Yeah, Mel saying about how the notifications. That YouTube is
Yeah.
horrible with that. Crystal says I never delete comments. I don't either. I never delete comments. Okay, yeah, here's my Facebook group link. So yeah, if y'all haven't joined, go ahead and join. Let's see. Yeah, Laura Lee says she's watched every Bob's video and suddenly was unsubscribed and she didn't do it.
Very weird. Very weird.
That's like a lot of people don't get the notifications for videos when content creators puts out new videos or go live.
Yeah, I don't always get notifications either. And I just go to my little subscriptions tab and start scrolling because there's like so much more there than what goes on in my notifications.
Let me. I'm trying to skim the comments real quick because I was planning to wrap everything up and it's like kept talking.
My phone's on like 15%, so it's gonna die soon anyway. If I disappear, it's because my phone died.
Okay. One thing I'm gonna answer real quick that someone's asking, and then we really are gonna call it a day. I know that's kind of like when you're at the door and you're ready to leave, and it takes you 30 minutes before you actually leave.
Right, right.
Vanessa wants to know what's a moderator. A moderator, they greet people like when they enter the chat. Um, Also, they drop channel links for content creators, and like you basically look out for like anyone being inappropriate, like trolls, cursing, someone being mean or nasty to someone, and like the ones that aren't being that aren't behaving, you block them. But like so far, I've been fortunate. I have not had issues with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen on some lives where those trolls come out and it's horrible. I think it was Rainy D. Like this past week, I went to one of her lives. I mean, they were just nonstop.
Wow.
Let's see. And Runaway Needle is here. Hi, how are you today? And yeah, we're wrapping things up. We're wrapping things up now.
Hi, Mare.
So anyway, like I said, the Yarnaholics will be going live on the 15th on Crystal's channel. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I guess that covers everything. So I hope everyone has a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light and bye.